கோவை சரவணம்பட்டி பகுதியில் உள்ள குமரகுரு தொழில்நுட்ப கல்லூரியில் கோயம்புத்தூர் டிஃபென்ஸ் கான்க்ளேவ் 2023 என்ற சிறப்பு கருத்தரங்கம் நடைபெற்றது. இதில் ஏரோஸ்பேஸ் மற்றும் டிஃபென்ஸ் ஃபார் இண்டஸ்ட்ரீஸ் அண்ட் அகாடமி என்ற தலைப்பு முன்வைக்கப்பட்டு ஏரோஸ்பேஸ் மற்றும் டிஃபென்ஸ் துறைகளில் உள்ள தொழில் முதலீடுகள் மற்றும் தொழிற்சார்ந்த பங்களிப்பு போன்றவை குறித்து விவாதிக்கப்பட்டது. இந்த நிகழ்ச்சியில் குமரகுரு தொழில்நுட்ப கல்லூரியில் முதல்வர் சரவணன், முன்னாள் பாதுகாப்பு அதிகாரி ஏர் மார்ஷல் எம் மாதேஸ்வரன், குமரகுரு நிறுவனங்களின் இணை தாளாளர் சங்கர் வானவராயர், குமரகுரு தொழில்துறை ஆராய்ச்சி மற்றும் கண்டுபிடிப்பு மையம் இயக்குனர் வசந்த்ராஜ் உள்ளிட்ட பேராசிரியர்கள், கல்லூரி மாணவர்கள் என பலர் கலந்து கொண்டனர்.
And he's happy there. So this city will have a lot more people, and I met a few people who moved in there, and some people who will move very soon to Coimbatore. I think it's very important that we build this ecosystem where the best of knowledge, best of experience and exposure, young people who have aspiration, industries who have capacity, and certainly the defense. You know, it's one of those rare places where all the three services are here. Not many places in India can boast of the fact that all the three services are here. I think thanks to the British, thanks to Tipu Sultan, thanks to the battles that happened here, so many things, I think the three services for strategic reasons are here, and all of them are here, which is also wonderful. But saying all this, also wearing my CII hat, Tamil Nadu is in its very interesting moment. India has a great capacity. India is seeing great investments, and Tamil Nadu is seeing wonderful. And every day in the news you see companies coming. We saw Foxconn coming, and so many other things. And we have talent. We have great strength. With all this, I think we have to push ahead. We have to move ahead with innovation. The only thing we have to remember is the past is not necessarily the best for the future. The future has to be invited in with a lot of open mind, with innovation, what we have to do. And I think the economy needs this sector because there is so much of value addition possible, because a huge percentage of our revenue is spent on this because we buy it from around the world. Naturally, we might not be able to make the Rafales and the best of things immediately, but certainly so many things around it can be made in this country. And which means Coimbatore becomes, this whole belt becomes a great ecosystem. People talk about a corridor, and that corridor, thankfully we are in the core of that, and we are in a way leading that activity. We see that in aerospace, last week we saw how Coimbatore companies in the project in Chandrayaan were involved in this. I think it should only be multiple times. Last week, I was talking to somebody and they said, we don't even know that there is a Tesla product made in Coimbatore. Do we even know there is a engineering industry which is working and sending products to Tesla right from here? And there are multiple people like that. Simple, sincere entrepreneurs who have made this possible and continuously reinvented to get them ready. And I think what we should discuss here in the day ahead, and I'm sure each one of you who are here are armed with your experience and knowledge. But my only earnest request is we have to stretch. You know, my grandfather always used to say America was built in the early 1900s, not because of the fact that they were aggressive, but everybody did their maximum. They sacrificed, people paid more taxes, people worked harder, entrepreneurs built great things, and then America got great. Right? So this is something that we have to remember, that a generational effect or effort is what will build this ecosystem, like how 2 generations back the entrepreneurial ecosystem for engineering and textile was done in this region. And for this, I certainly think academia, the users and industry has to get together, and I see that mix here. I hope we will listen, we will understand multiple things here, but also in the networking break see how we can work together. We have to work together to actually path break many of these things, because these things are not easy. Because we can't do only reverse engineering or copycat manufacturing, because there are conditional aspects, local aspects, cost aspects, and naturally there has to be something unique to India. I think these are important aspects which we have to build, and I'm thankful to all of you for stretching your limits and being here, and let's build on this. The principal also mentioned that we should do things nationally and go beyond. I think certainly Coimbatore is an ecosystem which not only national, has always been international. We have I believe we have about 84 multinational companies which are actually manufacturing and have operations here. We have at least 7 or 11 businesses which have had 3 generational partnerships with international companies in Coimbatore. So this is the strength of this ecosystem. It's entrepreneurial, it's technological, it's intellectual, and it's aggressive. Which means time is there, time is right for India, for this ecosystem in Coimbatore, and I think we should build on it. But the road is not easy, as people remind us. I was in Monaco 2 weeks ago, and over an opening reception of an event where our students were presenting or sailing their India's first hydrogen fuel cell powered catamaran, and this was a global sailing competition. And there, when people were introducing me, nowhere India was being discussed as this land of opportunity. People precisely said, I am doing this, can you send engineers? I am doing this, can we do this in India together, and can we build this ecosystem? So this is the time when they're looking for partners, and which means we have to work hard to be much more ready. Once again, wonderful to see all of you here, and I wish this day yet another day where we will build and forge ideas and partnerships. And I certainly want to appreciate and thank all the speakers who were present today, because your stretch, as I said, is what is going to make this thing happen. To the audience, I hope you have a wonderful day today, connecting, networking, getting ideas, and hopefully next year when we meet in the same thing, we can report back on saying how we have moved ahead, what is happening further, because now is time for outputs. And Dr. Kalam is somebody who does not like plain talk. He does not like chatter. He likes chatter for outcome. He likes specific things. We've had the honor of hosting him in this campus. I've had the honor of knowing him well. It's special that we meet on this day, and I'm sure we will dedicate our efforts being inspired by people like him. And he's an example of how multiple systems came together. He did not believe science should be in the higher portals of ISRO or DRDO. He said, take it to schools, talk to people. When I was in an event or a conversation when somebody told him that he's getting delayed for some meetings and some people were not happy, he just looked and said, I'm talking science to children, how do you expect me? They were asking me questions about space. How do you just expect me to get up and come? It's okay if older people wait for 10 minutes. I want to spend time with children. So that is the momentum of that great man. And on this day, let's be inspired for that, because he saw possibility, he saw dreams, and maybe we are not at a stage of dreaming, but certainly we are at a stage of doing. Thank you once again, and a pleasure to meet many of you. Look forward for interactions. Thank you.